Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Autobiz Online. Verona Ellis here with you. Today we're speaking with Stephen Lawless of Somora Motor Parts. Good morning, Stephen. How are you doing?
Hi, Verona. Not too bad, in yourself?
Good. So, Stephen, hoping to pick your brain this morning with regard to battery issues that may be cropping up in garages around the country as they go back to work. There is a general view that there may be a surge in battery failure because cars have been laid up, and with that they are discharging, and that there will be a surge in demand. Are you seeing that in Somora as of yet, that there is this demand in existence?
Currently, Verona, no. The sales of batteries for this time of the year would be normal. I would, though, expect to see a spike over the coming weeks, especially as people are getting ready to go back to work. Another thing is we had a mild winter last year, so a lot of batteries that should have failed normally didn't, and I would expect to see cars that were parked up. People haven't maintained their batteries correctly, and I would expect to see those batteries now failing over the coming weeks.
Okay, so do you feel then that this is just the battery issues that may crop up? Is this just with regard to older vehicles? Is that something, or could we see it as a problem in new vehicles as well?
Oh no, you're going to see it right across the board. The problem is a battery, when it's fully charged, comes in at 12.8 volts. As a car is left dormant, the battery will discharge. And when it hits 12.4 volts, you have a natural occurring chemical reaction where sulfation starts. This is that you have crystals will start to grow on the lead plates in the battery. Modern batteries, your AGMs and your EFBs will suffer exactly the same as your conventional type.
What advice would you give garages with regard to battery sales opportunities that could be available to them at the moment?
Okay, there's several instances that the garage should be looking at. The first one is when the customer leaves the car in to get it serviced. Besides doing your normal oil and filter change, the battery should also be checked at the same time, especially on the newer vehicles where you've got the complexities of the extra electronic devices and that on the vehicle. One thing I have learned, and I've spoken to quite a few garage people, why don't they check it? The obvious answer they'll always give is because the customer never complained. And one answer that I've gotten quite a few times is you can't really charge for doing it. It is a chargeable service. You're going to the trouble of locating the battery. Some batteries are buried in boots. Some batteries are underneath front seats. You're going to the trouble of checking the battery. You're checking its state of health. You're going back to the customer and you're saying to them, look, your battery's fine, happy days. Or alternatively, you're going back and saying, look, your battery is basically on the way out. We suggest that you replace it now. And as I said, it is a chargeable service. We have a kit from Yuasa. It's called Check the Battery. It's subsidized by Yuasa and ourselves. And basically that kit contains a battery tester. It contains some literature in relation to the garage workshop on how to make the most out of this particular service. It also comes with some rear view mirror hangers that the garage can fill in, that they have checked the battery, the state of charge of the battery, and whether or not the battery needs to be replaced.
Stephen, there is another service that your supplier offers, is that correct?
That's correct, Verona. You also have a comprehensive website, basically where any garage can log on. They can put their customer's registration in, and the website then will give them back exactly what battery fits that vehicle. If the battery is a stop-start battery, so whether it's an AGM or an EFB battery, the website will tell them only fit an AGM or EFB. In that instance, it will also give fitting instructions for the battery. So it's going to tell the garage whether the car needs to be reprogrammed, so whether or not the battery management system needs to be reset or not. It'll also tell them whether the car needs to be parked up for a certain period of time so the battery can reinitialize the battery management system before the vehicle can be driven. Or with some vehicles, the car can just be driven away. But it might take half an hour. It can take up to 6 hours of driving, obviously not all at the same time. But once let's say if it's a vehicle that needs 6 hours, once that 6 hours has been completed, the battery management system will then reinitialize itself. And that's basically it. The website address is www.yuasa.com. So www.yuasa.com. When you go on there, there's no charge. All the information is free. It's aimed at the trade. Not only will it tell you what battery fits the vehicle, but it also gives you the proper fitting instructions. With certain vehicles as well, certain functions will stop working when a new battery is fitted, such as the electric windows can stop working, the electric tail lift might stop working. All this information is there on how to reset and restart all these systems without having to bring the car back to a main dealer. Totally invaluable, excellent piece of kit.
Okay, so that's great information for our end user garages and for them to keep customers on board. Stephen, listen, I just want to say thank you so much for your time today. Appreciate it, and wishing you well. Hope you have a good week and stay safe. Thank you, Stephen.
Same to all you over in Autobiz. Thanks, Verona. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining us on Autobiz Online again. Keep tuned to our video stream. We will have more coming your way. Remember, stay safe, wash your hands, and keep your distance. Bye-bye now.